The media only writes about the sinners and the scandals, he said, but that's normal, because a tree that falls makes more noise than a forest that grows. God never tires of forgiving us, we are the ones who tire of seeking His mercy. Situations can change, people can change. Be the first to seek to bring good. Do not grow accustomed to evil, but defeat it with good. Living together is an art. It's a patient art, it's a beautiful art, it's fascinating. Once man has lost the fundamental orientation which unifies his existence, he breaks down into the multiplicity of his desires. In refusing to await the time of promise, his life story disintegrates into a myriad of unconnected instants. We don't have to expect everything from those who govern us, that would be juvenile. If our hearts are closed, if our hearts are made of stone, the stones find their way into our hands and we are ready to throw them. Before all else, the gospel invites us to respond to the God of love who saves us, to see God in others and to go forth from ourselves to seek the good of others. We have only one heart, and the same wretchedness which leads us to mistreat an animal will not be long in showing itself in our relationships with other people. Every act of cruelty towards any creature is contrary to human dignity. Whenever we encounter another person in love, we learn something new about God. Often it is better simply to slow down, to put aside our eagerness in order to see and listen to others, To stop rushing from one thing to another and to remain with someone who has faltered along the way. We need to strengthen the conviction that we are one single human family. If we start without confidence, we have already lost half the battle and we bury our talents. We are faced not with two separate crises, one environmental and the other social, but rather with one complex crisis which is both social and environmental. Sin is more than a stain. Sin is a wound, it needs to be treated, healed. The place where my encounter with the mercy of Jesus takes place is my sin. When man ceases to worship God, he does not worship nothing but worships everything. Some people want to know why I wish to be called Francis. For me, Francis of Assisi is the man of poverty, the man of peace, the man who loves and protects creation. Truth is a relationship. As such, each one of us receives the truth and expresses it from within, that is to say, according to one's own circumstances, culture, and situation in life. Always know in your heart that God is by your side, He never abandons you. Let us never lose hope. Let us never allow it to die in our hearts. Justice on its own is not enough. With mercy and forgiveness, God goes beyond justice, He subsumes it and exceeds it in a higher event in which we experience love, which is at the root of true justice.